Well, hello my friends. Jake here with you, just on doing an update video for my client Sarah. Last time you saw me, I only had half of the ship done, and I just got it all buttoned up last night, and I've been letting it run for quite a while now to make sure everything's running okay. Still got a few things to do with it. Still got to, do some light leaks, and then around the bottom side of the saucer, do some touch-ups. But I'll turn the lights off here in a minute and show you what's going on. Show you it in the dark. And these are the only pieces that I have really left. There's one more piece that I had to go back and repaint, and it's in my spray booth, and then I had to paint the center stripe down the nacelles. Now, if you're wondering why this blue tape is here, that's just there to protect from the paint and scuffing up and stuff. I've still got to go back through and figure out somehow to diffuse those hot spots, because when you put the glass on top of it, you can see the individual bulbs pretty easy. And I may end up taking some sheet styrene, some of the thicker stuff, and putting it down there, and then putting it over there to kind of diffuse it some more, because I did paint it the blue, and then diffuse the back of the lens with white, and it's still showing through, but I just got to figure out a way to get this, to diffuse this a little more. But I'll turn the light off here in just a second to show you what it looks like in the dark, and let me flip it over here for you. You can see you got all the individual colors. They got the strobes here, the nav lights here. Got to go through and putty this to kind of level it out, and then sand it down, give it a good little, a quick little sand, and then repaint it. I'll have to cover over my phaser banks for that. You got to do some, as you can see here, there'll be some light leak. There's a little bit of light leak right there. I may put in a little deal of the Vallejo putty, the plastic putty in this little tube right here. This stuff works really well for doing little corners like this. Is basically just squeeze it on like a tube of caulk, and then take your thumb or your finger, or you can just take a Q-tip and and just wipe it right off, and it goes, it'll go from there. Got to put the shuttle bay on the back door. I'm gonna have to do some more painting on this. This one calls to be a dark gray on this, so I'm gonna have to do some, I'll probably paint the lines on it a black or a very, very dark gray somehow or another. So still gotta let do that. And then here's that bottom piece that sits in right here. So just kind of let it run for a little bit and go from there. And I've got to figure out with my pole how to get it, because one's too big and then one's too small. So I'm probably going to have to just take the smaller one and wrap some tape, or fill this hole with epoxy and let it sit in there and overnight, and let it dry really good to where I can mount it in the base. So it's probably what I'll end up doing. But okay, well, let me turn the lights out here now for you, and show you what it's like in the dark. As you can see, it's got a real nice glow to it. You can see the deflector dish there, and then it has the real nice, the navs and strobes come in really nice. You can see the lights coming in on the side real nice. And I did something, and some of you on Facebook already know this, but I added a little extra something to the ship, and that is I added some flickering LEDs right here for the impulse engines, and you can see it's got a real nice glow to it. Now in the dark, I mean, in on the camera, it's gonna overexpose all the lighting on this, as most of y'all know, but in reality, it's got a real nice amber glow to it, so it looks real good. So you can see there the lighting for the windows come through real good. All the navs and strobes, and I got to go back through and do the mushroom the top of the fiber optics there. But I also want to show you the glow on the nacelles. You can see them there, just fluctuating like it's an actual, like they did in the show, and it makes it look real nice. And what I did with that is I sanded down the inside of the lenses and painted it transparent red, and put a coat of white on the back of it, and that made it look real good. So I'm very pleased with that. So I've got another one to do with these here coming up, probably starting next week. Like I said, I'm letting this run right now, and then next probably what I'll do is I'll do my touch-ups on it, and then spray a gloss coat over it. That way I can start laying down my decals on it, and then once I do that, I'll put either a matte or a dull coat on it, depending on what my client Sarah wants to do. So, but it's coming along, folks. So next video, it'll be of the complete product, and I'm gonna have a mounted on a nightstand. I got a nice idea for the base. And sorry about that, folks. My dog is going crazy here. Anytime something happens outside, they all come running out barking. So, but anyway, sorry about that. But I've got another one of these to do for my client Hank, and I've got to install on his the phaser bank and the photon, the quantum torpedo launcher on the bottom of the ship. And I will probably go back through here with some of these lights and put in either crystal clear or canopy glue. That way it'll dim down the lights a little bit, and you won't get that twinkling effect when you look through the window. So, but that'll be the final thing. So, but like I said, it's coming along. We got a good idea for the base and whatnot. So we'll catch up with you then, and I'll probably be working on my Enterprise my Enterprise D a little bit this week as well. Also, I got a surprise in that I ordered from HDA Modelworks that I'll show you on the next video. It's a very well-known model kit, and we'll go from there, and I'll take you through the box and show you what's going on with it. So, and I've also started on my NX01, my 350 NX01. Got the paint coated. I found a good match for that is a satin nickel from, it's the Rust-Oleum brand satin nickel, and it turned out real nice. So I got all the parts painted for it, and it's ready to go for assembly. So we'll kind of do some update videos there on that. So until then, folks, we'll see you next video. And as I say out there in the hobby community, happy modeling, everyone.